My friends, it is the 10th of August 2023 and I found myself here in Brussels in Belgium. Today we're going to catch a Deutsche Bahn ICE train to Cologne and we will be traveling in first class. Deutsche Bahn is of course very well known for being reliable and punctual. Will we ever make it to Germany, and if we do, what problems will await us there? Thank you so much for joining and coming along, and let's begin a trip report.
Voie 13, le train IC à destination de Louvain.
Welcome to Brussels South Station, also known as Bruxelles Midi or Brussels South. Our ride for today will be the infamous Deutsche Bahn InterCity-Express, better known as ICE. Normally running to Frankfurt, but now shortened till Cologne because of construction works. The train will also make a detour, so the travel time will be 2 hours and 48 minutes instead of the normal 1 hour and 50 minutes. If you want to stock up on supplies, there's a Carrefour supermarket, and many more options available within the station. Several shops cater to what a traveler might need, and my usual go-to option in Belgium is the Panos, a sandwich shop predominantly available on the Flemish side of Belgium. Although Brussels should be a bilingual city, in reality you will often hear more French than Dutch. Ordering at the Panos was like me talking in Dutch to the staff and them talking back in French to me. But no worries, I'm pretty sure they all speak English. Our ICE train will leave from platform 7, and the train arrived from Germany with 20 minutes delay. This is the third generation of ICE trains introduced in the year 2000, called the ICE-3M. The M stands for multi-system, enabling them to operate internationally outside of Germany. Despite being 23 years old, these trains still look very sleek and modern from a passenger's perspective, but that's about it, positively, because these trains are, to put it mildly, absolutely trash. When first introduced, they weren't the most reliable and had a lot of problems, especially on the routes to the Netherlands and Belgium. But more on that later, because it is time to depart. We first traverse the north-south connection, Belgium's busiest railway line, to Brussels North. While crawling through the Belgian capital, let's have a look at the interior of the train. I'll be traveling in first class, and there you'll have leather seats in a 2+1 configuration. Behind the cab of the driver is a small compartment called the panorama, where you can enjoy a front or back view of the tracks. Small 6-person cabins are also available, perfect if you're traveling with a small group. This here is second class with a 2+2 configuration. Back to first class. I'll be traveling in car number 29 with seat number 35. Above your seat you'll find the reading light and a reservation display. Reserving a seat is optional, and if you make one, the display will show from where to where the seat is reserved for the first 15 minutes before disappearing. Now over to the actual seat. The base seats feature a large table, and the coach seats will have a tray table as well as a footrest. Legroom is close to infinite and more than what you will ever find on board of a short-haul flight. There's a small bin between the seats, and larger waste should be brought to the door area, where there are multiple bins. Window blinds are available, and you can find the coat hook against the wall and also on the seat itself. Between the seats you'll find the now disused audio entertainment system and a small table for your drinks. Your seat can recline in two ways, one moves the seat to the back and the other one moves it forward. There's also a power socket present for each seat. Here is a shot with the front seat fully reclined and the back one fully upright. Wi-Fi is available throughout the journey, but do keep in mind that mobile coverage in Germany is non-existing. Back to the beginning of the trip, we arrive at Brussels North before making our way to Liège. The route through Belgium goes mostly over dedicated high-speed rail or conventional ones modified for higher speeds. We go non-stop through Leuven and make our way over the HSL2 high-speed line with a speed of 300 km per hour. Before I mentioned this train isn't very reliable, and here is a little explainer. Throughout Europe every country uses a different voltage for their trains. Germany has 15 kV AC, while Belgium uses 3 kV DC, except on high-speed lines where 25 kV AC is installed. The ICE-3M is built to cope with different voltages in AC as well as DC. But whenever in DC mode or swapping from one mode to another, it causes a lot of malfunctioning. Take into account the age of the train, a relatively small fleet, a waiting list for supplies at the maintenance bay, and you create the perfect storm where trains get cancelled or are heavily delayed very often. This is just one factor of why Deutsche Bahn is having trouble keeping a reliable service. But hey, we are now rolling bang on time into the beautiful station of Liège-Guillemets. After a short stop, the train continues over the HSL3 high-speed line to Aachen in Germany. While cruising through the hilly area of East Belgium, let's have a look at the lavatory. If they aren't broken, because hey, that's also an issue. Found one in working condition and everything looked fine for the time being. It's hard to believe, but we arrived on time in Aachen, the first stop in Germany. After that, the waiting game started. I knew about the longer travel time because of the construction works. However, it wasn't clear to me what other route we were going to take to Cologne. After a 15-minute stop, our train started moving again in the opposite direction. We made our way up north, and then I started to realize that we were going via Mönchengladbach. Quite a detour, but okay, that's fine. The train crew didn't even mention the planned diversion or the longer travel time. For them, everything was just business as usual. Despite being a planned diversion, it felt like we didn't fit in with the rest of the traffic. We passed by Herzogenrath, then stopped, riding slowly for a few minutes, and then came to a stop again. Obviously, we were stuck behind a local service stopping at every station along the route. The question why we didn't depart Aachen first before the local one bothered me. But hey, this is Deutsche Bahn logic, or more specifically, DB Netz. While slowly making our way to Cologne, let's have a look at the Bord Bistro menu. In first class, service staff would serve you at your seat. In reality, this mostly depends on the mood of the staff and how busy the train is. The selection is pretty affordable and varied, with also a decent amount of vegetarian and vegan options. Above your seat, there's a call button present to summon service staff, but don't count on it. If nobody comes to take your order, just walk to the bistro car yourself and order it at the counter. Say that you want to take it away and that you are sitting in first class. They might say they will bring it to your seat. I got my meal delivered, and here is your typical German snack. Sausage and curry sauce with bread roll for €6.20. Oh, and we came to a full stop in the middle of nowhere again. After enjoying a decent microwave snack, we pulled into Reithauptbahnhof. Here we reversed direction once again, and we were finally heading towards Cologne with still no explanation from the train crew. Only when we almost reached Cologne main station, an announcement was made. We arrive in Cologne soon, with a delay of 20 minutes. Thank you for traveling with Deutsche Bahn. No apologies whatsoever about the delay and possible misconnections. In conclusion, the ICE train from Belgium to Germany is okay-ish. I used my intro pass plus €3 for the optional seat reservation, and it felt slightly below value for money. Don't get me wrong, the trains are pretty comfortable, but you have to be lucky to get one where nothing goes wrong, and if things go wrong, communication is lacking. This trip had a delay of just 20 minutes, but I've taken the one to Amsterdam many times before, and delays over 60 minutes or cancellations are pretty common, resulting in chaos and distress. However, new trains are on the way, and from 2024 we may see a significant improvement with the introduction of the ICE-3 Neos. Till then, allow some extra time for your journey whenever you have a connecting train to catch. And that was Deutsche Bahn's ICE train from Brussels to Cologne. Thank you so much for joining me and coming along. Take care guys, and we'll see each other in the next video.